Alright, what up, guys? It's your boy, Zion the Lion, and today I'm giving you guys Elden Ring playthrough. Now, in this video in particular, I'm not doing anything specific. I'm literally just playing through the game with the new character, brand new. Never played with them. I'm gonna play around a little bit, just pretty much getting through the game. Um, Yeah, so let's get into it. Playing Elden Ring on the PS5. Let's do this right here. All right, so the first thing is you want to grab this. This was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. All right, not mistaken. It was a finger for multiplayer. But anyways, let's continue on. So we're just going through it. So this was a finger that I got, so you can send messages to other players, to help out other players, so on and so forth. Gonna start making our way down. There isn't anything in particular here for right now, at least, that we can get, but maybe later on. I'm probably not gonna come back to get it, but we're about to face our first boss. That pretty much set the standards to the game, so I'll just let you guys watch. And of course, we did. We died. So, in case you're wondering, like if you never played Elden Ring, this is your first time playing, that's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen. Now, if you do manage to get through it, which some people have, definitely those guys who are used to Souls, then yeah, you're gonna get through this pretty. I mean, it's gonna take some time, but if you're able to get through it, then you'll be able to get that monster's, that enemy's weapon and shield, which I understand is pretty decent. But I'm not focused on that right now. I'm focused on just getting through the game. So we have a flask, which is for healing. Then we have the flask of cerulean tears. So the cerulean tears is for like your magic, your spells, your special ability points, and all that stuff. It's pretty dark in here. I'm not sure if it's dark for you guys, but it's super dark for me, mainly because I am playing on a projector. And a little bit of sunlight has come through, but let me see if I can adjust the brightness. Only the brightness how it is. I pretty much know where to go from here. So you have two options. You can either go up these stairs and continue on through the area, or you can go here, get some free points. So we're going for the free points because we want to level up our character. Our character is actually, and check the status menu and everything, lets you know the status, your levels, attributes, base stats, and more. So you can see right now we're level 1. We started off as a wretch, which is recommended if, like, you pretty much want to start off as a base or whatever. Choose whatever class you want to. But me personally, I would suggest starting off with either I believe it's the vagabond or the samurai. Um, my bad, guys. I had to cough. Didn't want you guys to hear me coughing. But I would either start off as a vagabond or a samurai. Both of those builds starting off are pretty good. You're pretty good at it. I just chose to start off as level 1 mainly because I want to build up my character, and at the same time I'm like 10 points to everything. Where the different classes are different. So, anyways, but I'm gonna stop jabbering and just play the game. So this is the tutorial. Like I said, you can do this so you can get more not souls, but runes. My bad. So touch the grace. For those people who played Souls, I think you guys had like the fireplace. This is actually my first, no, second Souls game. The first Soul game apparently was Bloodborne. So this is actually my second, and Bloodborne was tough. But this game compared to Bloodborne, oh man, this is a different freaking beast. This, yeah, man. Yeah, all I gotta say is, yeah. Just expect to die. If you're playing this game, you're probably gonna rage quit a few times. You're probably gonna get your ass handed to you. Let's be real, guys. It's pretty tough. Alright, so kill my first enemy. Yeah, I really didn't have to let him do that, but I did. Yeah, don't run away, man. Anyways, we're just gonna keep running through. I probably should go through this pretty quick if I can. You got a guy up top who's gonna shoot arrows at us. We'll get to him later. So this is important. So the guys with the shields are gonna be hard to attack. When we start attacking them, they can actually bounce our weapon back at us. So what we have to do is two-handed. If you two-handed, then you have more of a chance to interrupt them holding the shield to where you're not down their shield holding stance, and you're able to do some damage. So we're gonna focus on that. We're already dual wielding, which is holding down triangle on the PS5 and R1. Or if you have a weapon in your left hand, triangle L1. If you want to use that, it's up to you guys. But once again, as I said, I'm just really trying to just play through this thing. But I do want to give you guys the information. Um, so here we go. Charge attack. There you see him staggered back, and we were able to hit him, give him a good whack. Yeah, be wary of a liar. Yeah, probably up here. No, it's pretty faithful. Pretty true. So what I'm doing is I'm jumping, and I pressed R1. But if you want to create heavy damage, you want to jump in R2. So you actually do like a little bit more damage than just regular R2, like that. Anyway, we got this guy, he's shooting his arrow. So what you see in there was the guy was bending down. I could have followed up and did a jump attack. I mean, a regular attack with the R1. It would have bashed him in to where even if other enemies are trying to attack you, they can't hurt you. So now we're going to sneak up on this guy. Now, it's important when you're crouching, you can actually run up on him. So that was the attack that we would have did on that one guy if we had caught him. But when you're crouching, you can actually run up on him. Oh. Like so I'm holding down circle. Then when I get up on him, it does massive damage, massive. Now, every enemy is going to be different, so you might not be able to do that much damage, but it does more than your normal attacks for the most part. Alright, charge attack, jump attacks. Okay, we already went over that. Ooh, there goes that follow-up. Oh man, look at that. Brutal. So, States of America, upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there is a State of America near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. So, that will become more and more handy as we progress through the game. But, alright, guys, I'm going to be done talking for a little bit, but we're going to fight this enemy. Hope we don't get our asses handed to us. Ooh, my bad, wrong button. And if you guys are hearing any additional sounds, it is my fan. It is hot up here. So this is important. Counterattacks are guard counters. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Guard counters make it easy to break an enemy's stance. R2 immediately after blocking an enemy will an attack. Guard counter. Alright, so let's try that out real quick. Boom. And then follow up. Bash. And he's done. Oh, almost killed him. Oh, there you go. He's done. Boom. Alright, so we got 400. Alright. So, like you see the health bar on the top left corner, it took down a little bit of health. So what we can do is, boom, heal ourselves by pressing square. And we're good. We got this item up here. Now, there is another item, I can't remember where, but it's another item up here somewhere, up there. So we'll probably get that later. We're not too worried about it. But when you see these trees like these, when they touch those, you get seeds of grace, or grace seeds, whatever the hell they're called. So when you get those, you can actually level up how many flasks. Whether it's your Flask of Crimson tiers or your Cerulean tiers, use those to allocate which ones to go to, meaning, you know, decide which ones, how many you want to carry for whichever one you want. Anyways, let's keep doing it. Alright, Side of Grace. Alright, so like right here, I would definitely not recommend going there. I would not recommend going there. But if you do decide to go there, just know that it's going to be hard and it's going to be a lot to deal with. So I would recommend waiting on doing that, maybe somewhere later on in the game. So sometimes we might get these guys who are trolling. They're trolling, and they might put up their messages right in front of the lever where you can't touch the lever. But you know, just watch out for that. So, yeah, I know my character looks weird. I did that on purpose. He's supposed to be like a dragon guy, a dragon warrior. To be exact, but hey, it is what it is. It's not gonna really matter later on because we're gonna put on armor and all that good stuff. Alright, so coming out, let's touch this grace. Okay, got us the grace. Alright, grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along the way. So, yeah, I mean, you pretty much use it as helping out. So, you have the map. It shows you everything for the most part. So, this is where we're at right now, which is the first step. What we're going to do is, we're going to try to make our way up this way, because there's actually a map over here that we want to get. So we're going to slowly make our way there, but first let's talk to this guy, this NPC. His name is Var, I believe.
Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. Unfortunately, without God, you are fated.
Okay,
Luckily for
I'm skipping this on
me,
purpose,
are you
so I mean, you
familiar
guys can read it
also
later
with
on.
that? Hmm, it will lead, even if it graces the castle. The whole. It's time to castles if you seek. It's time to castles if you seek.
Yeah, so you pretty much throughout the game you want to exhaust all dialogue as much as possible for the NPCs, so you can do their quests or get information. You want to exhaust everything as much as possible. So that's a small coded effigy. So let's look at that. So that sends a cooperative summon sign to several nearby summoning pools. So if you want someone to help you out or whatever, or actually no, I think that's for when you want to help other players. Um, you put that up, you guys progress together, whatever the case may be. It helps you level up. It helps you guys out. So the guy on the horse, we don't want to fight him now. He's gonna fucking murder us if we take him on now. He's gonna kill us. And I remember the first time I played, I got murdered, and probably about 15 times or so. That's because I'm used to the whole beat 'em up game. Like, oh, you see an enemy, kill him. This game is very different. You see an enemy, you don't want to fight them all the time. You might want to avoid some battles after the first few. So, strengthening armaments. So, your armaments are like your weapons, your shields, and everything. You want to level those guys up. This is the smithing table where you can do that. You spend those ruins, those points, and it helps you out to do that. So, you got a smithing stone. So, the smithing stone is actually needed in order to strengthen up your weapon. So, we could level up this weapon, but we're not. Or no, we can't. We actually need one more. So we're not going to focus on that. We're literally just going to test his grace. And that's important. You can fast travel from one point to one point whenever you want to, as long as you're out of battle. But if you are in battle, you want to rest under grace. Let's say you have an enemy chasing you, and you're like, oh, I'm going to die. Rest at the grace, it'll reset the area. So, yeah, let's keep going.
And I can also see that you're not. Then why not? I am Carlin. I am selling where the land has its only time. Let's say, you should buy us a crafting essential. The kit costs about the important. I'm glad you took my. We've made an egg.
Alright, so what I bought a torch and I bought a crafting kit. Now the crafting kits are going to be real important. So you can craft items, materials, so on and so forth. And then at the same time, when you get enough runes, you want to level up. You want to get these cookbooks. So you have these three. You have these three. You want to use those, and if you press square, it actually tells you what they give you. They allow you the ability to do. So this one allows you to create bone arrows, bone bolt. Um, this one allows glowstone, invigorating pure meat, invigorating white pure meat, holy water pot, rope, holy water pot. So we're not going to be doing that for this build for the most part, but we are going to enjoy ourselves. So let me rest up this grace actually. Remember, guys, I'm only level 1. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to take out enemies so I'm able to get those points. So when the time comes and I'm able to level up, which we'll be able to do shortly, Say now I have enough to where I can level up whatever I want to level up. So you got an enemy right here. He's just chilling out at the campfire. We're gonna sneak up on him. Bam! Alright, so we got some arrows from him. Now we'll hit that cave later. Not right now. We're not ready for that just yet. Sneak up on this guy. Oh, we're trying to. And what I'm doing is I'm picking up items along the way. So those weapons I picked up, those daggers, those are actually pretty decent. Use those to throw at enemies. They do a nice amount of damage. So these things are important. So you have red ones, blue ones, and then you have like some dark gray ones, and then some light blue ones. You want to hit those. Definitely the gray ones for sure. They give you what's called Ash of War. We'll get on that later. But these, they give you points for your health. So that's important to know. So if you ever get to the point where you're like, oh man, I'm dying, I'm running out of flasks, just find one of those guys, and you'll be able to replenish some of your flasks. So we just killed the boar. So you remember the States of America, so if we die, we just come back. Now if I wanted to, I could fight this guy. Oh, let's do it. And he did take down some health. He did take down some health. So, of course, heal. We got two guys over here. So what I'm doing is I'm sneaking up on one of the guys. The other guy's gonna aggro after I start hitting him. So that heart counter does a nice amount of damage. Nice. So here, another good thing to know is, let's say you want those guys' weapons, because we're level 1 for the most part. You know, we have a club, which wasn't, it's not so bad. It's not so bad, but we do want better weapons. So I'm going to show you guys. We're going to rest this place first and watch something important happen. We're gonna skip this. You guys can do it on your own.
Have you heard?
But this is how we level up.
I can turning to aid you. You need only to the foot.
So just go ahead and accept our offer.
Summon me. I bequeath.
Now we have a horse. Torrent.
Treat him with
so Torrent will be pretty much essential in this game. So you definitely use them as much as possible.
Your thoughts.
So we can't level up just yet, but let's make it that daytime. We can't afford nighttime. nighttime. There's a nighttime boss close by here. We're gonna get demolished by if we fight now. So let's set this up. So what I'm doing is I'll make it to where I put the horse, hold it on triangle. I'm able to press down on the D-pad and voila, I have a horse. I have torch. So what I can do is I can equip that torch. So like right now, I kind of feel like I can't really see that well because once again, guys, I'm playing on the projector. So I can do it like that. Hold down what I did there, I held down triangle, then I pressed R1, which equipped my left-handed weapon. So what we do now, so face this guy. So there's actually some weapons in each one of these carriages. So that is a great sword. Let's check that out. Now for this, in order for me to use this weapon, I have to have 16 in strength. I don't have that, so I'm not gonna use that. But let's see. If I did, let's see, maybe if I can two-hand it. No, not quite. What you'll notice is sometimes with certain weapons, if it requires certain strength, if you have a couple points, if you're a couple points away, if you two-hand it, you might be able to dual wield it, and that way you're able to use it. So let's see. Let me try it on this guy. Maybe pretty good. Let's see. Oh, definitely does a little bit more damage than the club. Even without me hitting the requirement. So at this point, I can level up, but I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the club back on for right now. I'm gonna level up. Ah, crap. So on this build, I'm gonna do. I believe I'm gonna do a faith build. Now I will say this, guys. Some of you guys are probably gonna get peed off with me. That's fine. But I am gonna be trading some of the weapons that I have with my other character with this character because I want this character to have way better stats, or just have a way better beginning than I did with my character. Alright, so we got his armor, so we're no longer naked. So it's important to check out too is the weight. So that's 10.6. So now on the bottom right hand corner, you see it says medium load. So as long as we're in medium or light, that's great. If we get to heavy load, meaning we have too much armor, or the weapon is too heavy, let's see, or the weapon is too heavy, then we might want to get rid of some stuff because we're going to fat roll. So like right now we're rolling pretty decently, but when you fat roll, it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a real pain in the butt. So we can go grab this map. So we have the map of the area. Let's beat this guy. I beat that with a bat. Yeah. So you got a flail. You got the flail. So that requires 18 dexterity. We definitely don't have that. But it does cost 50 bloodlust. So on the passive effects, you see, those are the extra damages and all that stuff that accumulates after some time. And then here's another thing. So right under the hammer strike, you have barbaric roar. That's our special ability, which we press L2 for. I should have swiped it in the beginning when I did it, but that might cost a little extra damage. Yeah, so intelligence skill under barbaric roar. Let loose a bestial roar to rally the spirit and increase attack power. All I have to attack, strong attacks change to savage combo attack. So that's good to know. Then on the sword, you have an upward cut, and then on the flail, spinning change. Right? Let's keep going. So this guy that's walking right there, he's probably gonna kick our ass. Probably. Act up this guy. You want to take these guys on one by one, especially starting this early in the game. Alright, we're gonna touch the grace. Grace by here, we're just gonna touch it. That way if we die, we fight the guy. really bad. And I chose the wrong option. Crap. Alright, so since I died, we have to go pick up our ruins. So we're going straight there because I know where they're at. They're shown on the map.